yeah, it kind of just stuck. We of course, after that battle, we went and still was representing with our crews, for the most part. But then Super Crew ended up being kind of like just like almost a party thing. We would just like Battle Monkeys would come to Vegas, and then it was all three crews like there, and we would just like party and you know what I mean, kick it and practice and break. It was more of a lifestyle.
So then Super Crew decides to compete in America's Best Dance Crew. Now your friends had just won it, season 1, right?
Yeah.
And then what made you guys come out for season 2? Was it just like, well, if they can win it, those are the homies, we can win it too? Or was it something else? And how did it feel to get that victory?
So yeah, the Jabberwocky's doing that show kind of opened up our eyes. I think well, actually what had happened too was like with Knucklehead Zoo, we had just won the like Battle of the Year USA like the year before that, and we did that like we had traveled over there and we did this documentary. It was called Planet Bboy. That ended up
I remember that
being like the basis for the movie Battle of the Year. So we were doing like a little promotional thing in New York, and this is the first time I seen America's Best Dance Crew. I was in New York and I was sitting down and I turned on the TV and I see
2 crews have risen above the rest, faced every challenge, and pushed their team to the limit. But only 1 crew can be the champion. America has spoken. The crew that will win the $100,000 grand prize and will make history as America's Best Dance Crew is...
Chris Styles, my friend from Vegas that was in Full Force, but also in Jabberwockies and Rainin, and I see Jabberwockies on TV like smiling and with the confetti and all this stuff because they had just won. So I didn't even know about the show until the first time I saw it was the finale, and I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, they're like straight up gonna be famous, you know?
Right.
And so at that time I was doing a lot with Knucklehead Zoo. Like we weren't doing Super Crew stuff at that moment because like our squad was just already a lot, you know? And so I kind of like committed a lot of my energy to just, you know, building up Knucklehead Zoo and all that. And so Super Crew had actually auditioned for season 1, but without me, you know, without the Knucklehead Zoo presence, you know, because we were kind of like doing our own thing, and Full Force and Battle Monkeys were kind of teaming up more. So they had auditioned for season 1, but they didn't make it. So then season 2 came and season 1 happened and Jabberwockies won. And I think Dunock was on tour with like Fergie or something like that. And Ronnie was like doing his thing. But Ronnie was the one that was like, yo, we could win this. You know what I mean? Because he was talking to Chris all the time. And Chris was like, dude, trust me, you guys could win this. So like Ronnie hit up John Dunock and was like, yo, man, we got to audition again. And then Dunock was at this time in his career, you know, he was touring with like major artists and he was also working on his music. So in his mind, he was kind of like, nah, dude, I'm going to start being like a performer, you know, like an artist, you know? So he wanted to like pursue that. And then I was busy with Knucklehead Zoo stuff. And then so John had said like, yo, the only way that if I audition is that if we get Knucklehead Zoo, like 2 guys from there, 2 guys from Full Force, and 2 guys from you know, to keep it original Super Crew. And then so they hit me up and I was like, yeah, dude, let's do it. I felt like it was just, I don't know, just the timing felt right, you know what I mean, to bring the original squad back together. And for like a situation like that, I was like, wow. And then just looking at the show, like it did require like, you know, to have to do like choreography, things like that. And, you know, so some of the guys in my crew kind of like weren't as open to doing, you know, choreography like that. Like I had done Culture Shock before, like when I started, you know, getting into like the industry, because I wanted to work, I wanted to make money, you know. So I had like done Culture Shock, and I remember like at that time, if you did Culture Shock and stuff like that, like the B-boys kind of be like, oh man, that shit's whack and blah, blah, blah. But in my mind, I was like, I just want to learn as much as I can. So when this opportunity came up, you know, like I felt confident going into it with guys like Dunock and Ronnie, you know, RJ, and then we ended up taking Mikey. So it was me, Mikey, Dunock, RJ was Battle Monkeys, and then Full Force was supposed to be Ronnie and Rock, right? Rock from Full Force. But the day of the audition, when Ronnie was driving down, Rock ended up getting like an eye infection.
Wow.
So he couldn't come, and then so they ended up hitting up Vex and got Vex to take his spot. So then that's how it ended up being 3 Battle Monkeys, and then Ronnie, and then me and Mikey. So yeah, and then we auditioned the first day. Like we came and we literally met in the parking lot. And we started putting together this route. No, we met at Dunock's apartment. We rehearsed our routine. We put together this routine that was garbage, and we showed up and we auditioned the day of, and we knew the casting director. His name is Napoleon. You know, he's from Vegas, and I'd worked with him before on different stuff, and he was like the homie, you know, but he was getting into like big situations in LA, and so we knew like, you know, Napoleon would give it to us straight, you know, whether we were gonna make it or not. And we did our routine, and it was fucking garbage, like I don't know. And then he came to us. He's like, "Go home and rehearse and get that together. I'm getting you guys past this first day, but you're lucky because I know you guys. But if you bring that shit tomorrow, I can't do nothing for you, you know?"
It's a bird! It's a plane! No, stupid, it's Super Crew!
We're fairly versatile in a lot of ways, but we are B-boys. That's just where we shine.
We can take anything that we see and make it B-boy.
I'm sorry to break the news to you guys, but you have to do a lot of work in the summertime.
Cause you're coming to the live auditions! Super crew! Super crew! Super crew! Super crew! We made it!
So the West brings us Supreme Soul, Fanny Pack, Team Millennia, and Super Crew, all competing to become America's best dance crew.
And dude, we just changed the whole routine. We made it just simpler and just stuff that we knew would be memorable, and like our blow up stuff, you know, like, all right, big blow up, commando, big blow up, you know what I mean? Just cut out all the fat, and we ended up doing it, and then like, yeah, it was all history after that. It's crazy.
Wow. I interviewed a guy out of he's from Phoenix, and his name is Slim Fly, and they won under Electrolytes some seasons later. I believe it was season 7.
Yeah.
What I asked him, like, you know, what came from it, and he shared some of what, you know, what came from it afterwards as far as industry opportunities. Now, you guys win right after Jabberwockies. Was there a huge industry push for you guys on the level of Jabberwockies, or was it just like, good job winning, here's your money, we'll holla at you?
No, man, it was huge. Like, our timing was the craziest timing, because Jabberwockies popped the bubble, right? And
right.
The next season was only a couple months later, you know? And then we were on TV, and the first season is a big hit. So they're like, second season we're going in. They dumped a bunch of money into the show. Like, we had like the longest season out of, so we were on TV the most. Super Crew was on TV the most out of any of the seasons.
Wow.
So it was nuts. Like, because Jabberwockies had blown it up, by the middle of the season, like, there was like fans like coming to the hotel. Like, it was like I don't know, what do you call it? Like
a pop star life?
Yeah, for a second, like, it was just a big wave of just like, whoa, this is crazy. And
wow.
Yeah, and then so after we won, we did a tour. So we did a nationwide tour, and it was us and Jabberwockies on the same tour bus, and we were doing like stadiums. Like, we did Madison Square Garden, like all these, you know, of course they would do, it was like half of the stadium, but for all dance, you know, like, so it was like us, Jabberwockies, Acid, Fanny Pack, and I think, and Breakskate. So we're on tour with this show, and dude, it was nuts. Like, the lines outside were crazy. People were getting like Jabberwocky and Super Crew tattoos, like Super tattoos, signing autographs. Like, it was nuts. And like, management people were coming at us, like, trying to manage us, and, you know, throwing money our way. Like, it was crazy. Like, the amount of money that was made on that tour, like, for like MTV, because they were smart, and they're like, okay, we're gonna own all the merch. So they did all the merch at the tours. We couldn't sell our own merch, but dude, It was nuts. Those shirts everywhere. I remember, like, we did a shirt with Cross, like the Armory. He made our Super Crew shirts, and those things were everywhere. Like, it was mainstream culture for a quick second. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You could go to the mall and buy our shirts at Chic. They were all over Chic and like stuff. It was nuts, man. It was definitely like the perfect time, and it just exploded, and we were just right there. So we were very lucky, you know.
No doubt.
Super Crew, we had this, but it was still based around us. Like, if you took one guy out of our crew, and if you're a fan of Super Crew, you would be like, oh, okay, who's that new guy? You know, or if you replace somebody, you'd be like, wait, who's that?
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section. And to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, go ahead and smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support so far. So peace until the next episode.